Are you thinking about installing a ceiling fan? It is still hot out there, and installing a ceiling fan is a quick, easy way to get the air moving. While you imagine that cooling breeze flowing over you, let's grab some tools and create something magical. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Hippie Geeks. If you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. Before we get started, walk over to the switch that controls the light we are going to be replacing to make sure it is flipped off. Take a piece of tape and stick it down into that position. I am not terribly fond of getting shocked and like to avoid it when possible. Now that we have the electrical safety out of the way, let's get the old light fixture down. This will vary from fixture to fixture, but is going to involve unscrewing a few pieces and trying not to drop them on the ground. In my case, that means pulling off the small moon holding the glass shade onto the fixture and then pulling out the light bulbs. After that, there are two nuts holding the fixture up to the ceiling, and once those are removed, the wiring is exposed. This particular light fixture has a secondary plate that is connected to the ceiling box by two extremely long screws that also have to be removed. Once those are pulled, it is time to disconnect the wiring. There will likely be 3 wires in there, black, white, and bare copper. If your ceiling box is wired for a ceiling fan already, there may be 2 sets of wires that will be controlled by 2 separate switches. Untwist the wire nuts holding them together, and then remove the fixture entirely. At this point, some folks might have found a $350 ceiling fan at Goodwill for only $20 and decided to give it a try. Of course, they would probably have to get it completely mounted before they could try it out, only to discover that it won't start spinning unless you give it a push. Thinking that they might be able to make it work, they mount the fan blades and discover the motor is completely shot and can't even budge the fan blades. They will then have to completely take it back down and go buy a new fan. Not that I would know anything about that. At all. Once you have a functional fan, dig around and find the fan mounting plate. Every fan will have one, and it should mount to the ceiling box with 2 screws. There will be a center area to push the wiring through, then tighten the screws, bringing the mounting plate into firm contact with the ceiling. Once it is firmly up there, grab the mounting plate and pull on it to see if it moves. If it shifts or feels unsecure in any way, do not install the fan. Your ceiling box is not properly mounted, and if you put a heavy, rotating fan up there, you risk having it fall onto your head. It is possible to go into the attic and secure the box, but that is beyond the scope of this video. If the mounting plate is secure, look at the instructions that came with your fan and move on to the next step. In my case, that means hanging the motor on the mounting bracket. Most mounts will have some way to do this, as holding the motor over your head gets tiring quickly. Once it is up there, use wire nuts to attach the fan wiring. Blue or black wires will go to the black wire, white goes to white, and bare copper or green goes to the bare copper ground. Next up, let's get the motor attached to the mounting plate. For us, this involves swinging the motor into place and bolting the 2 pieces together with 4 nuts. After that comes the shield that hides all of the wiring and the motor, which attaches to the mounting plate with 4 screws. Finally, it's time to attach the fan blades. Now, fan blades typically have a lighter side and a darker side to give you an option. When you are mounting the fan blades, make sure that you are showing the same color on all the blades, unlike what I am doing here. I wanted the lighter color, but after the first one I obviously forgot what I was doing and mounted the rest of them backwards. Yes, I had to go back afterwards and fix it. Once you have those all put up, it's time to install the light fixture if your fan came with one. Simply attach the color-coded wires together, place the fixture onto the fan, and attach it with the proper screws. Install your bulbs, attach the glass shade, and you are done. Flip on the switch and enjoy the cooling breeze flowing over you. If this is your first time here on the Hippie Geeks, it would be wonderful to have you subscribe. This channel is all about creating a magical life, one day at a time. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon to be notified every time we upload a video. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next one.